Hello, my brothers and sisters. How are you? I hope all is well with you. This is Teacher Kaitesi. So, I have a very simple message for you today. And please, this is to clarify for anyone out there that is still a bit confused about certain things. Okay? I want to give it to you straightforward as it is. If you deny the existence of your good ancestors, that means you will never remember your contracts. You will never remember your soul contracts if you're denying that there are some good ancestors in your lineage. Because you see, it's those good ancestors that contracted us. These contracts which we have as children of the Most High, we made these contracts with the good ancestors in those lineages that we are trying to purify and cleanse. You understand? If you're still denying yourself and saying that the Bible says that ancestors are evil, or whatever religion you're coming from is saying that ancestors are evil, and you cannot believe in the Most High and believe that you have ancestors, then don't get it twisted. This is part of how they are managing to break you. Because once you deny that you have some good ancestors, then you're denying yourself. You're denying yourself. You see, when we were contracted by those ancestors that realized that their lineages were going to die off because of the evil that has infiltrated them. I told you, I had an episode which I made about the types of people in the world. First here, there were children of Adam. This place was created for them, children of Adam. Those people thrived in their own time until those people that you call the fallen angels, the Satan and his minions came here. When they came here, they corrupted the children of Adam. The Bible says that they came and they saw that the daughters of men were good, and they took them for wives. Okay? That's what we are talking about. Okay. When those entities came here, they took wives and husbands amongst the children of Adam. And then they started corrupting them. But the reason why they were able to corrupt them is because they also came with certain good things. The Bible talks about all these entities. You hear Asherah and then Dagon and all those entities. Those entities came here with power. And the reason why people believed them, that they were gods, is because of the power they had. They were from somewhere else. So they came with knowledge that was not here. You picture that you are staying in a cave, okay? And someone came and taught you how to live out here on top of the land without having to go down into the soil, taught you how to make a house, taught you how to make utensils. Wouldn't you think that was a god? Wouldn't you think that was a god? That's how those characters came here and then became powerful, because people believed in them so much because of what they did and how they helped them. Just take an example of today. Look at the technology of the world today. If someone came from 100 years ago and they showed them today's world, wouldn't they think that we were gods? If they simply saw me using my phone to talk to you, wouldn't they think that I was a god? Don't misunderstand things. You see, you who was chosen by your family and sacrificed, you had to come and fight against the evil ancestors in that lineage. This is why when we came here, we have been suffering all these different things. You see, what happened is this, when the children of Adam married into these lineages with those demons and those fallen angels, they gained that into their blood as well. Okay? And over time, during this last season which we have gone through, which is the season of Pisces, we are going through a lot of those demonic entities in different families. They had awakened and they were all here active. And they were corrupting these families. Okay? Because they know it's coming to a season of a great harvest, a great end of a season, a beginning of a new one, which is what we are thinking about as coming from a 3D to a 5D. Okay? To a 5D. Now, when we made these contracts, we knew that we were coming to fight the evils in these families. We saw these families, we saw how ailed they were. I told you, for me, I remember these families that I am from. And I remember how poor, they had very poor health, most of them. Because over time, and being corrupted by these entities, they had all been culled by these ancestors, these evil ancestors. But the good ancestors are the ones that contracted us to come and help their bloodlines and purify them. So when we came, we fought. We have been fighting against these ancestors that were tainted with that evil. You see, when someone comes and marries you and you have children with them, then their bloodline and your bloodline are mixed. They become part of your bloodline. So those demonic entities that married the daughters of men are now part of the bloodlines of Adam. You understand? Okay? So we, the children of the Most High, were also contracted to come and strengthen these lines, to save these families, these bloodlines. You see, for the Most High, it's not just about you, the individual. What are you? You're just food and water. You understand? But the bloodline, these bloodlines were made at the very beginning. You picture that the children of Adam, at the beginning, they were made in, say, 4 different bloodlines, because those are the blood groups that we have. So consider that there were A people, there were B people, there were AB people, and there were O people. Okay? Now, those bloodlines, as they start to live and thrive, then the Satan and his entities come and then mix within that blood. And as they keep on intermarrying and intermarrying over time, they corrupt those bloodlines. Okay? Then we are contracted to come and purify those bloodlines. So what we have been fighting, these demonic entities and all these addictions and illnesses and things that we have been going through, we were fighting against the evil that has infiltrated those families, those bloodlines. Okay? That's what we are doing. That's what we have been fighting against. That's why most of us are stuck in addictions and drug abuse and all kinds of silly things. That's why we start things and things fail and you keep starting all over again and again and again. And you never thrive at anything because you have all these entities that are fighting against you. Okay? Remember, the Bible says that Satan came here to corrupt the children of men because he didn't think that they were suitable for owning this planet. This planet was made for sons and daughters of Adam. You get? This was their inheritance. This was given to them. So the Satan and his minions and his children, they didn't think that they deserve it. So they started to fight against them. That's why they infiltrated these bloodlines, because they are trying to show the Creator that these people are unworthy of this place. This place was a paradise. Come on, think of this place how it is. It's just that we are spoiling it. But you eat one mango, you finish eating it, you throw the seed, it rains, and then the soil over time with erosion covers that seed. That seed grows into another tree that produces hundreds and thousands of other mangoes. You understand? Just from that one seed, which you had by the way even eaten and just thrown, which according to you was garbage. This place is a paradise. This place is a fantastic planet. You understand? So it's up for grabs. That's why these minions came here and tried to corrupt the people here, to try and make them seem unworthy of owning this place, so that they could instead inherit it. So we were contracted to come to purify these bloodlines, so that rightfully this planet goes back to the sons and daughters of Adam. So for you to deny that they are good ancestors within the lineage which you have come through is for you to deny that you have a contract here. And this is why you will never remember these things. The reason why I remember this contract is because for me, I reached a time in my life where I started, you see, for me, when I used to hear these voices and these entities tell me these things and teach me these things, I used to ask, who are you? Who are you that is telling me this? There's a time for me after I had broken up with my ex-husband, I sat there and I thought, I have gone through this and this and this with my family. That's from my father's side. Then when I came from that, I came and married this man, and look at what he has made me go through. Okay? And then I had this character tell me that, you know what, now you're going to move to Rwanda. This was prior to me coming to Rwanda. You're going to move to Rwanda and you're going to go through another season. But just know that we are always with you. Okay? And when you have made it through this season, then you will have a life that you will feel was worthy having the time here on this earth, on this season. Okay? Then I remember asking, who are you that is telling me this? And this person told me their name. And I had never known this name, but it was a Kinyarwanda name. So I had this name in my head and I thought, who is that? I've never heard of that person. I don't know this person. And time passes. This was in 2014. 2018, 2017, I come to Rwanda. 2018, I had a cousin who had gone to Central Africa. He was he's a policeman. So when he comes back, he's filling in some forms, and these forms were asking for his lineage. Okay? In Rwanda, they do this, by the way, because for us, part of our ancestry, you always had to know your father, their father's father, and to at least about 5 people. Okay? So when they had asked him, he came home to where I was staying with my mom. He came to ask for certain names in our family lineage. While he was asking, he mentioned that name. And immediately in my head it rang and I was like, what? Immediately I remembered that this is the person who had told me that I would come to Rwanda and I would go through a certain last season of tough life, but then after that things would end and things would change. So when he said his name, I asked. That's when I realized that this person was actually in my lineage. So I have been learning all this. There are people in your lineage. You see, the evil that you have been going through, the smoking, weed and alcohol abuse and other drug abuse and all these other things that you have been experiencing, maybe sexual addiction, gambling, whatever you have been going through. All those things were being done by the ancestors, which had been invoked by your relatives. Those ancestors had been invoked. Those evil ancestors were the ones in this last season. They were the ones who were ruling. But that doesn't mean that the good ones were not there. The good ones were there. Okay? But no one was invoking them. No one was calling them forward. You get? So they are making themselves known to us because they are the ones that have been holding on to this bloodline and waiting for someone to come and purify it and cleanse it. Do you understand? Because that's the only way they will be reborn and they come back to inherit this world. Okay? So for me, that's when I understood that this entity had been with me. And so every time I go through a very tough time, this person is somehow always rings and reminds me that they are there. Okay? So this is not to say that it is evil. The creator is too vast. This universe is vast. There are many other worlds. There are many other things. And the way the creator made these worlds is such that every world is self-contained. When you're born in a certain lineage, the good will provide you with information. Even the evil will provide you with information. It is up to you to choose which one you follow. And when you're following that one, it is your good ancestors that are guiding you. Ancestors are not evil. How do you become purified if everyone behind you that brought you forth is evil? How do you manage to become good? You came through these lineages because there was some good still there. So you came to hold on to that good and purify the bad and bring it back into good. These families that we are purifying, after we've gone through this season, the good children will be born. Those ancestors that were there before that have been fighting in the spiritual realm are going to come back. Okay? Through you who is fighting this spiritual war. So please don't deny your ancestors and say that the Bible says we cannot talk to them, they are evil. You see, you have to read this. The Bible is a very good book. It has a lot of wisdom. Okay? But you have to read it with your spirit of discernment. If you don't read it with guidance from the Most High, you will get confused. These entities who are guiding you have always been with you and they were put there. It is the way the Most High built this place. When you're born there, when you're being even conceived, these entities are there to be part of your guidance. They come from your lineage. It's not like they come from other mysterious places. They come from your lineage. Okay? So don't deny yourself. If you say that ancestors are evil, that we cannot talk to ancestors and also talk to the Most High, they are your spiritual guides. They are your guides. They are with you on a daily basis. They are moving around with you. When you are moving as a chosen seed of your family, you're moving around with all the good ancestors of that lineage. You're moving around with them helping you. Okay? Collectively, we call them we say the Most High because they come from the Most High. The Most High is the one who put them in charge. The one who put them there. He's the one who built this system to work that way. Okay? So don't deny yourself. Don't deny yourself and say, no, I cannot talk to ancestors and also have God. And come on. God is the one who made these entities. And he's the one who allowed you to have this contract, to come and do this work. So you will not remember your contracts unless you let these ancestors show you. That's what I wanted to tell you. Let these ancestors show you, because they are the ones who remember the contract. They are the ones who contracted you. They are the ones who contracted you. Okay? Who do you think contracted you? Who do you think came to talk to you? Who do you think took you around these families? It is your ancestors, the good ones. The good ancestors in these lineages, these bloodlines. They are the ones that contracted us. They are the ones who took us and showed us these families, showed us what they were going through, and told us what we needed to fight. It is them. So don't deny yourself. This is like you fighting against yourself. And this is part of how the fallen ones have made this world become. It is a place where you fight against yourself. They know. They know that once you believe that spirits are evil, then you're going to fight against any spirit which is talking to you. Okay? And let me also tell you something. The Most High is so powerful that if the Most High is to talk to you all the time, you will be drained. You will be drained. You're too tiny. Your power, your capacity is so low. There's the part where the Bible says that when you stare upon the Most High for too long, you can lose your mind. Do you understand? If you look too much into the spiritual realm, you can lose your mind. Now imagine looking up. You think that the one who's talking to you all the time is the Most High. It is the power of the Most High, yes, but it's coming through spiritual guides, and those are usually our ancestors. Okay? They are people from that line that you are born through. Okay, so accept the good ancestors who are there already helping you, because they are helping you. They are helping you. They are helping you. You are the reason. They are the reason you came here. They are the ones that contracted you. So they are helping you. But if you deny them, then there is certain information they cannot give you. Okay? Also, there was someone who seemed worried about me that I should stop giving some of this information, because then people out here will drain me. My spiritual team didn't let me come here when they think I could be drained anymore. I opened this channel in 2018. 2018 is when I opened the YouTube channel, and I didn't put anything on it until this year, May, because I waited. For me, I never do anything in a rush. If the idea comes, I will lay foundation for it, and then I will wait. And I waited. Last year I wanted to do this, but Spirit said not yet. You're not yet strong enough to do it. So don't worry that someone is going to drain me. Come on. It's like before we were being drained by elephants, now we're being drained by rabbits. And you want me to worry? I was being drained by families which I came through, people that I loved and knew and trusted. Those are elephants. Those are giants in your life. Now I'm being drained by strangers and people I haven't met yet. And you think those are the ones I should worry about? No. So I'm not worried. And you know what? If you have a spiritual teacher out there that you follow, that is teaching you that you should worry about this and this, just please move away. That's not a right one for you. We're not here to preach fear. Us, we do not have fear. Fear we already went through. We have already been through hell. We are now resurrecting. So we cannot be telling. I will never tell you that be afraid of this. No, I'll just tell you be aware of this and this happening. But I cannot tell you that be afraid, that you fear, keep away, stay away, hide yourself. No, not the child of the Most High. We will never preach to you to fear and to hide. No. This is time for us to be out in the open, because it's the only way the light stays on. If you light a candle and put it under the bed, do you think you will see? Are you doing your work? Is that candle doing its work? A candle is supposed to be, you place it upon the table so that everyone can get light. Now you want me to be a child of the Most High and you want me to worry about people draining me. So you want me to go under the bed and hide. No, that's not where I belong. Okay, that's not where I belong. That's not where I'm going to shine light, under the bed. No. I belong up here on the table telling you the truth, because for me that's all I do. I only tell you the truth. I'm not here to become famous and important and so that you praise me. No. I'm here so that you remember yourself, so that I have friends and genuine people to have a conversation with. By the way, I'm doing this so that I have genuine